top underappreciated anime where MC is Prodigy. I have to say, the producers of this anime really did go out of this world to create the plot of this amazing character whom they claim is older than this world. Imagine having powers so extraordinary to the point where you are called a scientific genius in the world. But Washu Hakubi actually prefers to solve problems with technology or reason, despite the variety of innate powers she possesses. Prudence has actually made her more wide-eyed and wary, so much so she doesn't fall into enemy traps easily like Tenchi and the other girls. Regardless of the size of her laboratory, she builds another one with interdimensional properties in a closet at Masaki's house. This 17-year-old is what I'd call a boy genius. He was named Megane in real life, and the capturing god in gaming circles for his streak at winning over gal games and virtual games in the dating sims he plays. He ventures into different virtual games trying to capture gal games, all the while studying the difficulties in the games and also intuitively scaling through them all. Oh, look at me, I even forgot to mention that Kaima Katsuragi is his real name. But never forget this cute bad boy is a gentle ladies' man, just not in the real world. Maybe he's just not up for some real-life game. Ever seen an anime set in the future but also in the past at the same time? Like, how's that possible? Well, the structures in the anime depict the year 5053, while the dressing of the characters tells us they're in the 1800s. This guy's dress sense really is a combination of Sherlock Holmes and Michael Jackson, and sometimes he does hold his hat like when Michael Jackson wants to moonwalk. Ha ha ha. Ooh, did I even mention his name? Well, that's one more thing to even suggest to you that he's an intelligent fellow, for his name is Edmond Dantes. But seriously, he is a one really smart guy and he's without a doubt cute too.
Potential to save the Blade children.
This shonen anime is quite old, to be honest. Started in 1999, it portrays Ayumu Narumi as very clever, but yet introverted with lots of self-doubt. But unlike most smart guys I know, he does have a sad story to tell. Aside from his perpetual fear of not being able to surpass the flawless Kiyotaka, he lapsed to the point where he now thinks he's incapable of doing anything without imitating Kiyotaka, his older brother. Sometimes whenever he's like that, I just wish I could get into the screen and motivate him. And yet guess what? He is an absolute and talented cook, and really adores Madoka, whom he had affections for up until the time she married Kiyotaka.
私立百花王学園。この名門校には階級制度がある。ただ、ギャンブルの強さのみ。
Now permit me to move on to a very much adored and loved smart, beautiful, gorgeous lady with a large and attractive bust. If you need an anime character to fall in love with, just go see Kakagurui, and see for yourself how amazing Yumiko Jabami is, and how beautiful her eyes are. She is also known as a compulsive gambler, and her smartness, long-styled black hair, brown eyes that glow red whenever she's excited, and her happy nature is one thing that endears a lot of people to the anime. She is one of the genius-on-the-walk types of persons you should most definitely run from.
I'm sure she and I are alike in some way. I couldn't help thinking that, in spite of myself.
If I can recall the Japanese name of this anime, I think it is Yaori or no Seishin Rabikom wa Mashigateru. Is that a smile on your face? Alright then, picture this, okay? A young stoic loner, cynic student filled with pride, who also is a lone ranger. What picture and name could you just give from your own imagination? I can't read your mind, but allow me to just give you a quick heads up. His real name is Hachiman Hikigaya. Shizuka Hiratsuki once described him as a loner-prone and rebellious, and he also blames other people and society for his attitude. And would you believe this kid has a death note, where he wrote a list of people he didn't like? And funny how Yukino Shida Yukino, the first of his list of people to kill, later became his close friend. But I suppose he would have removed the name by now.
All you fools who delight in youth, drop dead.
In Kaiji, Sakazaki always referred to this guy as human scum, but the name did actually fit at the start of the anime. Kaiji Itu was a really carefree, gambling lazy bum with no dreams or aspirations whatsoever. But all that changed when he got onto a spore with Endo. But if you really want to see another side to Kaiji, just put him in an extreme situation or threaten him, and watch how he fights back with great insight, courage, and logical thinking, all of which he'd actually used to take control of the situation. Personally, I really wish I had a loyal friend like him. One would never betray me in any situation.
後宮家では年に一度こうやって親族が集まりそれぞれの近況報告をすることになっている。
第一の晩に鍵の選び師6人を生贄に捧げる。
あんな絵前はあったっけ？
ベアトリーチェ魔女だよ。
Staged in Japan, in Rakanjima Island, this anime centers around the Ushiromiya family and one of their sons, Battler. Despite being the main protagonist, much of the plot revolves around his battle with Beatrice, a witch. In his attempt to make her understand that the killings going on at Rakanjima could have been perpetrated by humans. One thing you have to know about Battler though, he's an 18-year-old compassionate, intelligent, and stubborn young man. But he's also a badass player and flirts among young ladies. When caught in a difficult situation, he's quite fond of saying that, "It's useless. It's all useless." His intelligence really came to the limelight when he helped unravel the identity of the culprit that's been killing people on the island.
魔女なんかどこにもいねえ。どんな不可解だろうと全部人間で説明してやる。
面白い。人間の力見せてもらおうではないか。
ここグレイスフィールドハウスは親がいない子供たちが住むところ。
母と慕う彼女は親ではない。共に暮らす彼らは兄弟ではない。
でもたった一つの事実が現実を覆す。あれは無理だ。
This mathematics prodigy reminds me of my high school days when I used to get all A's in my calculations. But Norman's intelligence is one that just can't be compared to, as it far outshines that of the people around him, adults included. You would never catch the guy in a situation or problem he can't get out of, no matter how technical it is. Imagine a little kid solving a puzzle that took adults years to make, in a matter of minutes. Amazing, yeah? And if you think you're strong enough to take anyone on in the game of tag, you should probably not think of competing against Norman, because that's a sure loss for you. Personally, I think everything about this anime is really underrated, as even its plot and main protagonist, Ikta Salork's intelligence is really out of this world. Like, you're just going to love him. I know he lacks vigor and has no skill with the gun and sword, but he is a remarkable planner and tactician. Ikta was also known as the lazy invisible general because you'd never see him at the war front, but no matter the odds against him, he would always defeat his enemies, even while sitting relaxed at the foot of a tree.